All right, Wall Street Bets crowd. Are we going to try to short squeeze the silver market or are we going to try to corner the silver market? Unlike GameStop and AMC and Nokia and Naked, we have a playbook in place for this here in the silver community, and that was written by the famous Hunt brothers. We're going to be talking about them in just a moment. Guys, welcome back to the Independent Experience. I'm Indy XP Bullion, and this is the Morning Market Wake Up Call for Monday, February 1st, 2021. We've seen some big jumps in metals markets overnight. Obviously, there's going to be some big gains to be made. Let's go ahead and take a look and see where we're starting this week off at. Gold is up nicely, currently at 1872.06. Silver is up very, very nicely, currently at $30 even. That's right, that is 30.00. That gives us a ratio all the way down at 62.40. That is by far the lowest ratio we've seen in many years, dating back to probably July of 2014, I believe, is when we last saw a ratio this low. Now, for you new guys out there watching for the first time that are coming over for Wall Street Bets News, the ratio stands for how much silver, or how many ounces of silver it takes to make an ounce of gold if you wanted to trade. So 62.4 ounces of silver is equivalent to the price of 1 ounce of gold. That's what that ratio is. Platinum is up nicely, currently at 1130.44, and palladium also up very nicely, currently at 2314.76. Rhodium is up. Let me get over to that screen real quick. Rhodium is at 19,250. Base metals seem to be somewhat unaffected. Copper is at 352. Nickel is at 807. Aluminum at 89 cents. Zinc at $1.15. Lead is at 91 cents. Barrels of crude oil are currently steady at 52.78 a barrel. Wall Street saw losses on Friday. We're going to be starting the week off let's see. Dow Jones is going to be starting off at 29,982.62. The NASDAQ will be starting off at 13,070.70. And the S&P 500 will be starting off at 3714.24. The pre-market sales over on Dow Jones and Wall Street are pointing up slightly for the day. The US dollar index is up nicely, currently at 90.86. If you guys trade in Bitcoin, I know there's a lot of people getting wrapped up in electronic currencies right now. Those are steady, currently at 33,824.30. And if you happen to be in the market to exchange a gold back today, it's a weird day, I know, but the goldbacks are up a penny, currently at $3.25. Okay, I'm going off script here. I know usually you guys tune in, guys that are fans of my channel know that usually this is where we jump into an article and talk about the article. Well, there's just too many articles right now. There's too many articles. I'm going off script. We've got a lot of Wall Street Bets guys that are watching my videos now. My last video I did on Friday has already gotten over 1,000 views, which means that there are a lot of people that are coming in for the very first time that want to know about silver and how it relates to Wall Street Bets crew. So this is going to be all over the place, guys. There's just too much to cover. I apologize ahead of time. I got my coffee ready right here. I've already had 2 cups of coffee this morning in preparation for this video. Let's do it. So if you guys have been living under a rock, you have no idea what's been going on in the stock market the last couple of weeks. Wall Street Bets has shorted, has gone up against the shorts contracts over at GameStop. Shorts contracts where hedge funds will borrow stocks, they'll turn around and sell the stocks, and they speculate that the price of stock will go down or will be down when their contract expires, whether they do a 2-week or 4-week, and sometimes longer short contract. So once their contract comes due, they'll buy the stocks back at a lower price, and they will pocket the extra money, the profit. They'll take it. So the guys over Wall Street Bets have found out that there are companies out there that have way more short positions than they ever should. And generally, they're companies that are not doing very well. GameStop was the big one. They've moved on to AMC, which we've talked about here on the channel the last couple days. But at some point, there's an end game with this battle. You are going up against hedge funds, and hedge funds are in the market to make money. Now, they're going to lose money, and in the case of the people that shorted GameStop, they're going to lose billions of dollars worth of money. And it's very realistic to think that several of these hedge funds are not going to come out of this. They're not going to have the money to cover. Right now, GameStop stocks are trading at $300, where a lot of these guys that shorted it at $6, $8, and so it's maybe less, $4 maybe. And so there's a true end game there. The Wall Street bets guys are trying to take down these hedge funds, and they're going to succeed. There is an end game here. You're going to defeat hedge funds. Now, there's a lot of guys that are coming over and understanding that silver is a huge short market, but there are two short markets to worry about in this case. You have your electronic, your ETFs, your electronic funds trading, and your physical silver. And you're not playing a game against a hedge fund with silver, with precious metals. Now, there are hedge funds that are involved, and there's going to be some that are probably going to lose some money. But the real group that you're playing against in this game is government and banks. You're not playing against hedge funds. So if there's one thing that we learned about the financial crisis back in 2008, it is that banks don't fail, banks get bailed out. And that causes everything else to be more expensive. Your interest rates are going to go down. Your taxes will go up. So it is a dangerous game that you play. Now, like I said, there is a playbook for something like this. And it came out about 40 years ago with the Hunt brothers. And if you're not familiar with the story of the Hunt brothers, they were two brothers out of Texas. They were millionaires, and they wanted to ensure that their money was protected against inflation. And so they started buying up physical silver. And they were taking tons, literally tons of physical silver into their possession. And they found out that they could buy silver on contract and not actually have to take physical possession of silver. A kilogram of silver is only about the size of this phone. This would be about, if you melted a bar of silver, this would be about what the size of it. It's maybe it's a little bit thicker, but it's not much bigger than this phone. That's what a kilo of silver looks like. That's 32 ounces, 31.1, really, a little over 31 ounces. So they were taking millions and millions of ounces of delivery on silver, and they were trying to corner the market. They were trying to short the market. They were trying to corner the market. When the demand for silver got so high, they were going to be able to start selling off their silver, the physical silver that they have, and that was going to. They were just going to run the market because they owned all of the physical silver. At one point, they owned 60% of all the silver that was produced in a year, which is a massive, massive amount of silver, if you guys can believe that. So what happened with them? Well, they bet against the banks and they bet against the government, and of course they lost. So it's a slippery game. You're not going to win the silver game. Are you going to make money on silver? Absolutely. You're going to make an ungodly amount of money betting on silver. The problem is there is no end game here. You're not going to win this game. You can come out ahead, but you're not going to win because the banks and the government are not going to fail. You're not going to be able to take down the government or a bank. The banks will get bailed out. It's not a hedge fund. So keep that in mind when you are purchasing into silver. Now, with that being said, you have to decide whether or not you're going to get into the electronic version of silver or you're going to get into physical silver. Now, here in the stacking community, we are all about physical silver. Over at Wall Street Bets, if you follow those forums, they keep saying hold, 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 hold when it comes to people asking, are you going to be, when do we sell our GameStop stock? When do we sell our AMC stock? And they just keep saying hold, hold, hold. You sell it at $1,000, right? If you guys follow that, you know they're talking about hold, 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 hold. Well, in the silver market, in the silver community, hold does not mean you hold on to it until ever, forever. Silver means you hold it. You hold it in your hand. We have a saying here, if you can't hold it, you don't own it. So, you can hold the paper on silver all day long, but you don't really own that silver. So, you want to take physical possession of that silver. And we got a safe here in the office, and right now we've got quite a bit of silver. And if you were to go out and buy silver right now, it is already very difficult to do. The online bullion dealers, much like a brokerage firm like Robinhood, I don't know, it's a dirty word, or TD Ameritrade, which is the platform I use, Fidelity, all of those guys had, they shut down. Or not all of them, but Robinhood is a prime example. They stopped letting you buy those hot stocks for a minute, and now they're letting you buy like 8-10 shares at a time, right? The same thing's happening over in the bullion market. You go to any online dealer over the weekend, they said, man, we are not placing any more orders. We're not allowing you to buy silver. We're going to wait until the markets open up at 6 p.m. on Sunday to see how this is going to shake out. If you go over to APMEX, APMEX.com is the biggest online dealer of bullion there is. Excuse me. They have very little silver right now. When I checked this morning at about 5:15, all you could get was kilo bars. You get kilo bars, and you could get American Silver Eagles. Now, American Silver Eagle is kind of the, pardon the pun, it's the gold standard or the silver standard for how to get silver. For a lot of people, you can get a tube of 20. Last week, you get a tube of 20 American Silver Eagles for about $675, $800, and now a tube is going to run you about $1,200. So we've seen them mark up silver. In the markets, in physical silver, you have what's called a premium, and premiums that's what the company that's selling you the silver is going to be making on the product. So if you go to an online dealer and you think, I'm going to get in on this $30 silver, you ain't going to buy silver at $30 an ounce. You ain't no way you're going to find a physical silver anywhere for $30 an ounce unless a fool is selling it. The markup, the premium on American Silver Eagles right now over at APMEX is they're selling for about $47 a piece, which means there's a $17 premium. That's a 50% premium on silver right now. If you paid $47 an ounce and you decided you wanted to turn around and sell it next week and price of silver is still $30 an ounce, you're going to get like $26 for it. So silver is a long game. It is a long game. You don't pump it up. You don't run it up for a week or two and then wait for the market to equalize. That's not how the game works, guys. That's not how it works over here. So it is tricky, but you can stand to make a ton of money. I mean, we're talking lucrative amounts of money to be made in silver. Obviously, those of us here in the community that have been doing this for a while with silver and gold know this. We know the playbook. We know how this system is set up to work against you. But you can still make money. You're not going to win, but you're going to make money. So I want to know what you guys think down in the comments. Are you here for the first time and you're checking this video out and you want to know more about stacking silver and holding physical precious metals? You're going to want to make sure that you subscribe to this channel because we talk about this every single day. You're going to get the latest up-to-the-minute pricing information on all precious metals, all the markets that are going up and down. We do this morning market wake-up call. It's every morning, Monday through Friday. It comes out right around 8 in the morning, 8:15 in the morning. So you can check in while you're taking a dump. So that's what you want to do. So let me know down in the comments, where are your positions on AMC, GameStop, do you have plans on selling those at a certain price? I know I have my price on AMC set up. I don't think we're going to get there today, but maybe this week we'll find out. Silver, though, are you going to be going electronic on silver, or are you going to pony up and get in on physical silver? Let me know down in the comments below. Guys, I do greatly appreciate every single one of you. We are getting ever so close to that magical 1,000 subscribers. It's taken 2 years to get there, and we are almost there. So, we're only like 19 subscribers away. I've been working towards that for a while, so really thank you guys for that. If you happen to be new to the independent experience and you want to keep up to date on when all the latest and greatest content comes out, like I said, you're going to want to hit the subscribe and jingle jangle bell right there in the corner, bing bong, so you can stay notified of when new content comes out. Of course, I got 430 videos, and you can hit that gateway right here. There's a box here, depending on where you're watching this. You're going to start clicking through those and get caught up to speed on how you can get in on the silver market and make money. Guys, I have been Indie XP Bullion from the Independent Experience, and I'm here again to remind you, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find your pockets heavy.